start recording. Yeah, it's
Cool.
on.
Right, so here we have the Trello board. As you can see, we've got the feedback and the due dates and the product backlog. The Sprint 1 backlog and product backlog used to be full, but as we progress through the development of the project, our user stories have moved through the in development, in testing, and into the done stages. The in development ones and the Sprint 2 backlog ones we have completed, and Sprint 1 done, obviously we've completed, and Sprint 2 we have completed. And this here is the listing of all the meeting minutes we've done, including video and some pictures of us as a group working together. The documentation has all the required documentation that is in the brief, including team project, team agreement, Sprint 1 planning, Sprint 1 burn down chart, initial design document, initial project proposal, the GitHub repository, the development environment, and the Sprint 1 submission requirements. Then we have the Sprint 1 documentation, the Sprint 2 documentation, including planning poker and the final burn down chart. Then we have our definition of done and the marking. Cool.
Yeah, it's recording now.
Cool. So we defined our definition of done at the very beginning of the project, so we could write user stories to try fit our definition. So our definition was all acceptance tests and user stories have to be written. Code raw user stories have been written. The code has comments wherever required for functional equipment. And best practice for coding has been followed for writing the code. Code has been built without errors, and unit tests and acceptance tests for all modules have been written. All unit tests for all modules have been passed. All user stories points have accounted to 0, and all the required documentation have been uploaded to Trello for submission. For our Sprint 2 documentation, we've also done the final burn down for our final sprint. Here it can be shown. So overall, we were slow at initial development, but we were able to pick up on our development velocity by completing the majority of the user stories, but we were left with 3 user stories incomplete with the final submission at the end of Sprint 2. What's left?
Issues faced.
We don't need to switch to anything.
No, it's still recording. We faced a lot of issues.
Okay.
We faced a lot of issues during the sprint. Mainly, I faced my huge issue was that I lost my laptop, and I had to use a broken one, which is really slow, and I could not get any development done during that time. I didn't have my laptop for a month, but all of us faced challenges with other assignments as well. We all had our issues, but we faced them proudly, and here we have a complete project. Thank you.